You know, friends, it's time. It's time for investigations, criminal investigations, state criminal investigations of Donald Trump, Jared Kushner, Mike Pence, and others for avoidable COVID-19 deaths. It's time. For more than 500,000 dead Americans and their families, their loved ones, their friends, their communities, it's time. It's time for state criminal investigations into avoidable COVID-19 deaths. It's time. It's time for justice. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kushner here. So I'm actually on my way to the post office to mail 102 letters, 50 to state attorneys general, 50 to the governors of all 50 states, and 2 the District of Columbia Attorney General and Mayor Muriel Bowser, the mayor of Washington, D.C., because of course D.C. is not a state yet. And these letters are urging, imploring, demanding the authorities in all 50 states and D.C. to open investigations into avoidable COVID-19 deaths in their states. We have well in excess of 20,000 signatories to this letter representing residents of all 50 states and the District of Columbia. And I've asked that each Attorney General and each governor respond, tell us what they intend to do about the avoidable COVID-19 deaths in their state. And I will keep you updated in real time when I get responses, if I get responses. Some won't respond, but some will. And I'll let you know precisely what they say and if they respond or not. Why are we doing this? Why is Team Justice doing this? And I'll talk more about Team Justice in a minute. But the reason we're doing it is because Donald Trump and Jared Kushner and Mike Pence and others in the Trump administration are responsible for, have liability for, preventable, avoidable COVID-19 deaths. Here is just part of what we put in this letter to the attorneys general and the governors. The publicly reported information about the grossly negligent mismanagement of the COVID-19 pandemic by the Trump administration includes Donald Trump's lies to the American people about the danger of the virus and its ease of transmission and corresponding ease of prevention, as revealed in the Bob Woodward audio recordings of conversations with Donald Trump, the decision by Mike Pence, then serving as head of the coronavirus task force, to allow Trump's dangerous lies to the American people go uncorrected, the complicity of Jared Kushner, who advocated letting the virus flourish because it was disproportionately affecting so-called blue states, etc. These are just some of the facts and circumstances supporting opening a criminal investigation. So I don't have a pocket because I'm wearing my Team Justice sweatshirt. And I've had some folks ask on Twitter and elsewhere how they can get more involved in Team Justice projects or how they can support our all-volunteer efforts here at Team Justice. And I can prove they're all volunteer efforts because there's a picture of my youngest daughter, Emma, and I sitting at the kitchen table yesterday stuffing envelopes, getting them ready to go out today to the attorneys general and the governors. One way you can become more involved or you can support Team Justice efforts is you can go over to patreon.com, sign up to become a patron. If you do, I'll send you some Team Justice stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks, and you can get more information and become more involved with Team Justice and the projects that we're working on over on patreon.com. Another way you can support our efforts is you can go to our newly created merchandise shop, again, courtesy of my daughter Emma, who created it. I will post a link to the merch shop in the description to this video if you're interested. And that's a way you can both support Team Justice efforts and get a little something for yourself. But in any event, we appreciate you tuning into these videos. I appreciate the follows on Twitter, Glenn Kushner. It's at Glenn Kushner 2, where I talk about these projects, whether it's the Democracy Project, which we've launched recently, and hopefully you'll be hearing more about that in the coming weeks. Whether it is this letter to the AGs that we're just now sending out, whether it's the Citizens Brigade of Court Watchers, which is a project we're putting together designed to get after, in an appropriate way, the unqualified Mitch McConnell judges who now saturate our federal courts. Stay tuned for that project, because once the federal courts are live and in session again, instead of doing business virtually, we're going to get in there and we are going to keep an eye on those Mitch McConnell judges in a civil, professional, polite way. We're going to go about holding them accountable for any misconduct we see. Please stay tuned for that. And as I say, as I begin to hear back from attorneys general or from governors, I will keep you all posted in real time, and we will continue to fight for accountability for more than 500,000 dead Americans. We will fight for accountability for the crimes of Donald Trump and company, and we will fight for a healthy democracy, an inclusive democracy, a diverse, a decent, an empathetic, a kind democracy. That's why we're here. Because justice matters. Folks, as always, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with y'all again tomorrow.